What is going on, everybody? This is Marcus, and so it looks like we have a next trailer for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and it's titled Reckoning. So some additional footage, looking forward to seeing it. And like I said, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing the entire movie because we're only 22 days away before Multiverse of Madness drops worldwide on May 6th. So definitely looking forward to it. I already got my ticket, so it's gonna be really cool to see what the events are gonna transpire. So all the surprise appearance, the multiverse implications, that's gonna be totally wild. I'm looking forward to seeing that too. So yeah, so Professor X is already assumed to be coming back, so we could be getting a glimpse of the Illuminati. We could get more surprise appearances, so we could be getting that. So yep, and then on top of that, America Chavez is showing up. So, but you know what? Without further ado, I'm not even gonna jabber anymore. We're actually gonna check out the trailer, and then we're gonna do the Easter egg breakdown. So without further ado, let's get into it.
This universe is only one of an infinite number.
The ancient one.
Mr. Strange. Who are you in this vast multiverse? Stephen Strange, your reckoning is long overdue.
Title. Oh god.
Only theaters May 6th. Tickets on sale now.
So anyway, basically the music is wild, and then on top of that, just wow, so much to pretty much calm down. So basically there's like the multicolors in the Marvel logo trailer, so that's what I caught too. So, and then on top of that, Gargantos is there as well. So whether we see Shumagarath in the scene, I'm not really gonna try and guess that or get my high hopes of it. I think we'll probably see him eventually, but it's already been confirmed a while back it's Gargantos. So, but without further ado, Eric Voss from New Rockstars is going to continue breaking down the Easter egg. So let's hear what he got to say. So let's do it.
Welcome back to New Rockstars. I'm Eric Voss, and Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness released even more trailer footage. This spot titled Reckoning, with even more mysterious imagery and audio clues, posing some dark implications for what's in store. So I'm going to break down all the new stuff, because otherwise you folks would do to me what Wanda did to that Ultron Sentry. And this video is sponsored by Storyblocks.
She wiped it out too.
Let's take a look.
This universe is only one of an infinite number. Mr. Strange. Who are you in this vast multiverse? Stephen Strange, your reckoning is long overdue.
Whoa, definitely saw a lot of new stuff in there. Actually, when I first watched it this morning, I was like, new. And I was like, so let's start with the Marvel Studios title card. We actually saw this with the December trailer too, but it's depicted as split glass, reflecting different past eras of the Marvel title logo, including the version that would play in front of Marvel titles from other studios, like the Sony Spider-Man movies, and the Fox X-Men and Fantastic Four films, and the Netflix Daredevil universe series as well. And now that we know Professor X from those Fox X-Men movies is appearing in this film, it looks like a deliberate design choice to evoke those alternate universes and to show how every past era of the MCU
that makes sense.
Wide open. You can also see how this prism is broken 5 ways, reflecting the 5 pointed star portals that America Chavez.
That makes sense too.
Now comes with this weird sound effect.
That totally makes sense. I mean, especially with the star logo that America Chavez for star insignia, it totally makes sense. And then the past eras with all of the intros to X-Men Daredevil.
Chaos silently cutting the silence. Like the MCU past is part of some Matrix simulation, glitching out of control until finally getting a hold of itself and straightening out like it's trying to hide all this chaos from us. Because I think this movie is ultimately going to reveal that all the MCU we've been living with this whole time has been a gaslighting simulation on us. And they're finally going to admit that the true Marvel Universe should have mutants and a Fantastic Four and Deadpool in it. That all this time have been lied to.
Call me a liar.
And the voice we hear is actually a line from the Ancient One in the 2016 film from
Doctor
Multiverse
Strange. Strange.
To Stephen Strange as she sent him spiraling through various surreal dimensions for the first time.
This universe is only one of an infinite number. Worlds without end. Some benevolent and life-giving. Others filled with malice and hunger. Dark places. Their paths older than time. Love, murder, and waiting.
Dormammu.
In this vast multiverse, Mr. Strange.
But now it is Mordo's voice finishing the quote, suggesting Mordo might be directly quoting the Ancient One in this scene as part of his speech to Strange, giving Strange a bit of deja vu.
Stephen Strange, your reckoning is long overdue.
Actually, back in 2016, that was the first utterance of the word multiverse in the MCU. And we later learned that the benevolent and life-giving reality that he floated in that moment with all the prisms was meant to be the quantum realm, or at least the gateway to it that Scott Lang passed through, and the one filled with malice and hunger, the dark dimension. This is the kind of thing that Mordo Supreme now refers to by Strange's reckoning, because also in the 2016 film, that Mordo warned Strange that meddling too much with the Time Stone, as Strange continued to do in that film and in Infinity War and Endgame, that meddling would lead to this kind of reckoning.
Temporal manipulations can create branches in time. Unstable dimensional openings. Spatial paradoxes. Time loops. You weren't manipulating the space-time continuum. You were breaking it. You do not tamper with natural law. You defend it.
And then later he warned,
We still think there will be no consequences, Strange. No price to pay. We broke our rules just like her. The bill comes due.
then a familiar shot of Defender Strange saving American Chavez from the Ribbon Monster, but it has now recolored his protective sphere spell from golden orange, as Sorcerer Eldritch Magic normally is, to the color white. And you can see how behind him, the white sorcery is reflected in the shield that restrains the monster. Interesting, because we just saw a little example of some other white sorcery used in Moon Knight Episode 3.
This is exactly what I was saying. From Episode 3 of Moon Knight, when they opened up the portal, apparently Khonshu and Mark Spector went back in time 2,000 years. So that's like multiverse stuff right there too. So like I said, we can pretty much see a tie-in, because they're all tie-in to the Marvel Universe too. So the way it's been going, it's like I'm already got goosebumps already just talking about this. This is gonna be the most tripped out MCU segment of all time. So, oh my gosh.
Cyrus, through his avatar, restrained Khonshu in Mark's body from striking Arthur Harrow.
We will not tolerate violence in this chamber.
Now, other times we've seen sorcery used by these Egyptian deities, like when Harrow used Amit's staff to summon the jackal, or to break the sarcophagus, or when the Ennead turned Khonshu into a stone Ushabti to punish him. The sorcery in that case was all purple, so maybe white is the color of purely defensive spells that do no harm, merely peacefully restrain the attackers from doing harm against others. Essentially the MCU spell of, hey, take it outside, you two. Now, one of the tools we use here at Rockstars to make our videos better is Storyblocks. A Storyblocks membership is essential for any
That's gonna be
creator.
crazy.
Storyblocks for sponsoring this video. They have a huge demand-driven, royalty-free library full of 4K and HD footage.
Storyblocks is awesome too.
A marketing agency or a media organization, their enterprise license has your back with comprehensive coverage for your entire company that enables you to distribute wherever, whenever. So go to storyblocks.com/newrockstars now, or click the link in the description to check out their unlimited all-access plan today. Then there's a new shot of Strange turning to look over his shoulder at Christine Palmer's wedding, and then a rapid-fire montage of these eye close-ups. There's a Scarlet Witch, Wanda with her eyes glowing red, reminding us of the final shot of WandaVision Episode 6, where she vastly expanded the walls of her Westview hex, warping reality and
Episode
territory
6 of
around it.
WandaVision.
Wanda may now be doing something similar, but to all of reality. And then another quick shot shows, I think it might be Wanda's eye again, or maybe Strange's eye. They both have green eyes, and it's kind of hard to tell since it's just 3 frames, but you can see some ghostly form reflected within that eye. There was a similar shot of Wanda's eye in the February trailer, showing the 2 holding cells reflected within, but here it looks like someone pumping their arms up over their head to the upper right. I don't know, it could be America Chavez, but it also looks a bit like that Captain Marvel Maria Rambeau variant, at least next to I think that is who Wanda fights in the Illuminati Citadel. Then there's this awesome match cut of Strange observing the melting city that takes us to the more utopian New York of Supreme Strange with his big dumb statue in front of his sanctum. You can see even more of it.
I like his statue though,
surface, as well as this
especially in the Sanctum Sanctorum too.
Foliage. One pedestrian passes us wearing tidy futuristic fall wear. And I love this. The traffic lights have been replaced with this green sign with X's, and then the street signs also no words, just a 5-row dot arrangement. Kind of like in this reality, even the printed English language was replaced with something automated technology might be able to scan more easily. And all this reads is super efficient, and I love it. I love all the weird little details here.
Me too.
My favorite shot in this promo, a dramatic new image of Wanda, or Wanda's more violent variant, and her attack on this Illuminati Citadel, proving the origin of her dark stains on her face and clothes. This fluid gushes from the severed head of an Ultron Sentry, which she continues to strangle as it bleeds out, probably to send a message to the others until just crushing it. This definitely evokes Wanda's coldest moment from Age of Ultron, when she ripped Ultron's robot part from his chest and just let it bleed.
That was wild too.
Garganto's chasing America Chavez.
Age of Ultron's a good one too.
Over cars like the guy thinks he's Doc Ock or something. Oh my God, Garganto's Dr. Octopus variant confirmed. Kidding. But again, it is really the sound effect added here that I'm most interested in.
Yeah, me too.
What the hell even was that flippy floppy sound? What is TiVo? Again, it just sounds technological, like a simulation glitching out. Now, the last new shot shows us Christine Palmer in her variant blue attire, in this similar pink-colored setting as the place that they opened the hatch to recover the blue, glowing book that I've been speculating could actually be the Book of Ashanti. And the fact that that hatch is opened with the watch Christine,
the Book of Ashanti,
2016 film, suggests that this watch, which we keep seeing over and over again in trailer imagery, will be very, very important to the film, and perhaps a kind of constant artifact that exists in every reality. Because we learned in what episode 4 that Christine's death was an absolute point. Perhaps in the live-action MCU, this watch could have some sort of absolute point status to it. Hey, a reminder to check out our great merch options at newrockstarsmerch.com. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at EA.
Yeah, so that technically makes sense. So if the watch cracked, basically it represents some of the multi-layers as well. So, oh my gosh, but I am excited for this movie. I cannot even wait. We're just 22 days away. Oh my gosh, but there's like so many implications too. So like, of course, the Ancient One was telling him about the multiverse in the 2016 Doctor Strange film, which pretty much the first time they actually used multiverse. So Baron Mordo actually was pretty much continuing what the Ancient One was talking about too. So, but oh my gosh, I am so excited for this movie. And you know what? I'm not even going to try and at least be, well, I'll go ahead and try and say this because I could be 100% wrong, but I will say this. If Mephisto shows up throughout this whole chaos, or Mephisto or Nightmare, for sure, if one of those two show up, I'm going to mark out. For real. Like, basically, if he shows up, if one of those two actually shows up in the end credits, I'm going to lose it. And I won't be the only one, because the entire people who are going to watch this in theaters are going to just rock out at the same time too. And it's going to be crazy. So if I see Mephisto, if I hear his voice, if I definitely see him at least 1 inch, I'll definitely lose it. I'm definitely going to lose it for sure. So, yeah, I mean, besides Loki, Mephisto is definitely one of the ones that definitely is one of the main villains in the Marvel universe and the comics as well. So, like I said, I kind of predicted Nightmare is going to be involved ever since I watched WandaVision. But we could be getting Agatha Harkness or whoever. But at this point, it's anything goes. I mean, I think this is definitely going to introduce some mutants too. So I think it's definitely going to have some House of M references, because after seeing the trailer, definitely going to get House of M references too. So I think it's going to introduce some mutants, considering the fact that the X-Men is going to be worked on, and so is the Fantastic Four as well. So, but I really do like the fact that in the intros for the Marvel Studios, they actually added some of the past Marvel intros from the X-Men Fox era from 20th Century Fox to the Marvel TV shows like Daredevil, and the different logos that were done for the MCU, like with Iron Man, Captain America, the Avengers, Ant-Man, several other Marvel continuity that's been taking place over the years. So it's crazy. I'm looking forward to this movie. I totally am. And if I get any more information about it before the days pretty much starts when the movie comes out, I'll definitely let you guys know for sure. But like I said, I already got my ticket. I'm looking forward to seeing it. It's going to be awesome. I'll definitely do my review, what the movie is like, and talk about, you know, what my thoughts are, even look at some of the Easter eggs and the breakdowns and the appearances too. So it's definitely going to be some spoilers too. But what do you guys think? Are you guys excited for Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness? Just 22 days away? Let me know what you guys think in the bottom of my comments. And I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel. We're going to keep doing this, you guys. And I love you guys so much. And I'm looking forward to seeing y'all in the next one.